Having looked at the different data types, let's look at the different mathematical expressions that we use and the formulas that we use here and there, such that we get started with understanding how formulas work in Microsoft Excel. Let's take an example. Let's say here we have okay, let me start here just for us to get it clearly. Let's say we have here a value like 100, and then we have here another value which is 50, and then we wanted to add these values. We want to add and get the answer here. In Excel, we don't add the figures, but we add the cells, the cell coordinates. That's what we are doing. We are not adding the numbers that are 100 plus 50. No, we are adding the coordinates in which we have 150. So we shall say equal sign sum, which is a short form of summation, because we are adding to sum. The sum of the two numbers is the same as the summation of the two numbers, or the addition of the two numbers. So sum, whenever we are talking of summation, we are basically talking about addition. So we say equal sign sum, open bracket, then we have here our first 100 is in A, so it is in A1 plus our 50 is in B1, so plus B1. We close our bracket and then hit enter. It's going to give us that value. But then it's not case sensitive. It doesn't really matter. You can have it where you say equal sign sum when it's capital letters, open bracket, we have A1 plus B1, close bracket, hit enter. We shall still get the same answer. It is not case sensitive. We should be bearing that in mind. That is option 1. Option 2 would be, we can say equal sign sum, open bracket. If you don't know the coordinate, you just click where there's the figure you want to add. Click here. The coordinate will be given to you automatically. You come to plus. Click on this. The coordinate will also be given to you automatically. You close bracket. After closing the bracket, you hit enter. You get your answer. That is option 2 when you are adding. The other option would be, we're going to put our cursor where we want. Then we come to auto sum here. We have sum, average, count numbers, max, mini, and more functions. So the one we want is sum. Click on sum and then hit enter. It's going to give you the answer automatically. How did we get that answer? Simple. We put our cursor here, came to sum here, click on it. It's going to give us the formula. We just hit enter and we're going to get the answer automatically. Okay, we are looking at addition using the plus sign. But what happens when the figures that you have is more than 2? We have here, let's say 18. Here we have 33. Here we have 100. Here we have 99. Here we have 99. Now if we go into adding them, this, let's say equal sign sum, open bracket, then we start A1 plus B1 plus C1. So it's going to be tedious. I mean rather A1 plus B1 plus C1 plus, it's going to be tedious work. Let's say they go up to 100. So how do we go about that? We can give it a range where we are going to say A1 to the full column sign 2. That there we're giving it a range to F1. We're giving it the whole of that range. Then we close our bracket. We hit enter. And then we're going to get our answer like written here. The other option to go about it would be, we put our cursor where we want the answer to be given to us here, or it can be anywhere. Then we are going to come to say equal sign sum, open bracket. Then we select the whole of that range we want to add. Automatically, as we are selecting, the cells are going to be the coordinates is going to be given to us automatically after selecting. So at this point, all I need to do is close the bracket. After closing the bracket, I hit enter. It's going to give me the answer like you're seeing there. Another way to go about it would be, like we said earlier, let's say these are the areas that you need to calculate. You just need to come to sum, and then automatically it's going to calculate it and give you the answer here as you're seeing. If I put my cursor on this answer, of course the formula is given to me automatically. That is if I'm going to use auto sum. It doesn't mean you can only add when it is in a column. I mean in a row. Even if it was in a column, we have here 100, here we have a 50, here we have 18. And then we wanted to add these figures. It is simple. We can just say equal sign sum, open bracket, highlight, which is giving it the range, close bracket, and then hit enter. We shall get our answer. Alternatively, I can just say equal sign sum, open bracket, I1 to I3. I close my bracket, and before you know it, when I hit enter, I'm going to get the value as presented to me like what you're seeing. That is basically how we do addition in Excel. Let's look at multiplication. We have here 100, and we're multiplying it by 50. If we want to multiply, let's say we want to get our answer here. It is simple. We're going to say equal sign. This time we shall not say sum. We shall just open bracket. We get the coordinate of this, which is in D6. We multiply by the coordinate of this, which is E6. We close bracket. How do we multiply? The multiplication sign is you click Shift and 8 on your keyboard. The multiplication sign is above 8 on your keyboard. So you hold down Shift and 8. Then you get the multiplication sign. Then you can hit enter. You're going to get your value like what we have here before us. No rocket science. As simple as that. If it's in a column, I have here 100, here I have 50. And I wanted to multiply them, simple equal sign, open brackets. I'm going to get this, which is in G2, multiplied by this, which is in G3, close bracket, hit enter. I get 100 multiplied by 50, I get 5,000. So that is how we multiply in Excel. Okay, let's look at subtraction. We have here our 100, and then we want to subtract. I'm going to put here a 50, and this is now what we wanted to subtract. I'll put my cursor where I want, put an equal sign, then open bracket. I'm going to get this, which is in D2, minus E2, close bracket, and then hit enter, which is going to give me 100 minus 50 is 50, which is the answer I am getting. No rocket science. Okay. Lastly, let's say we wanted to divide. How do we divide? We shall say equal sign, open bracket, we get our D2, divide by, that is the forward slash, divide by E2. We close our bracket and then hit enter. By doing so, we would have divided 100 by 50, hence giving us this value that we have here. So that is how we do basic calculations using addition, subtraction, division, and multiplication in Microsoft Excel. Let's meet in the next lecture.